Welcome guys to the latest Anna stream, and today we're playing, of course, the legendary Policenauts. I'm here with our my great friend Chaz. How you doing today, Chaz?
I'm doing. How you doing?
You ready to play some Policenauts?
I'm always ready for that.
Yeah, it's a great game. Have you? I imagine you've played it in the past before, right?
Yes, I played the Saturn version, but only the Saturn version in its entirety.
I gotcha. Is it this? You have multiple copies of it too, right?
I have both the Saturn version and the original PC-98 version.
Must not have been cheap for that the PC-98 version.
Yeah, it cost me around $250 or something.
Ooh, that's pricey. Probably worth it though, right?
Yeah, worth it for for aesthetic purposes, and being a Kojima fan and all.
Of course. Alright, well today we're actually playing with a new peripheral I don't think I've used on stream before, which is the Saturn mouse.
Yeah, I have not played that with the mouse before, so I don't know how better or worse, rather, it plays. Have you done it before?
Nope, this is the first time I'm playing with the Saturn mouse, so I played it with a light gun on my PVM, so it's a little bit easier when I did that, so. We'll see how the Saturn mouse goes, and I'll give a thumbs up or thumbs down. Gonna be good stuff. So yeah, we're starting up the game again. Of the year right now, doing this. The cool thing about the game though is that it was actually translated into English, so it's gonna be a lot easier for us to play it.
Yeah, when I first played it all the way through, I played an authentic Japanese copy of the Saturn version, and I had a tablet in my lap that had the English version playing on YouTube at the same time. So I had to play it. I had to play both the game in coordination with the video in order to get through it. Now that I have a fan translation copy in my hands, I don't have that problem anymore.
I gotcha. Were you not able to burn in the past?
Not at the time, no. I mean, I've got it now, so it's not a problem anymore. But back then, at that given moment, that was the best way I could have played it.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, I definitely, yeah, as soon as I learned that there's an English patch of this, I burnt it almost immediately. I think it came out in 06. No, sorry, it's 16. It came out in 16, and I picked it up, and I burnt it almost immediately.
Yeah, can't blame you for that.
It's an amazing game. I did not want to miss out on one of my favorite Hideo Kojima games. I guess to give a little bit of a backstory of the game, this is basically, it was basically this first, I guess they set these police officers into space as some sort of like a I guess exploration mission, and I guess it was from police from all over the world, so different countries. And
yeah, Ed and Jonathan are from Los Angeles. Gates is from the UK. Joseph Tokugawa is obviously from Japan, and Ed is from New York.
Gotta get those New York cops in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's super interesting. Of course, you can see Jonathan had an accident and flew off into space, and he died. So that's the end of the game. Yay! That was a quick game.
All right, cool. We played the whole thing. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, man. They're right when they said Kojima's this crazy guy. I mean, that's some Oh, what's this? Oh, it's an icicle. Nice. Oh, it's Jonathan in there.
Uh-huh.
You're right over there, Chaz?
Yeah, just coughing it out.
Gotcha. Get a little sick over the weekend?
Yeah, I first caught the bug, I want to say last Tuesday, and I stayed out of work on Wednesday to take any countermeasure I could to fight the cold back. So now I'm just coughing it out of me. Yeah, nothing I haven't had before, nothing I can't handle. What are you typing over there?
I just want to share out something real quick. I muted my mic so it didn't go over, but I just want to share to some local groups. So yeah, no, it's cool. Well, just while this cutscene is playing, I better do it on my phone, but whatever. But, you know, this is a really great game. I love the art style of it. It's one of my favorite features of the game.
Funny you mentioned the art style. The original PC98 version uses hand-drawn pixel art instead of the industry standard cell art that you're looking at here.
Wow, I wonder if there's any cell animation left of this.
Yeah, consequently, because the PC98 version uses hand-drawn pixel art, that game uses dithering a lot. You know what dithering is, right?
A little bit. Isn't that where it's like a semi-transparent sort of thing?
It's when two colors are placed together side by side in a checkerboard pattern in order to blend into a third color.
Interesting.
Yeah, and the PC98 version uses a lot of that because of the pixel art.
Were you able to play the PC98 version?
I've seen a complete playthrough on YouTube in its entirety, but of course I don't have a PC98 to install the game on.
Well, looks like you got to get one.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to get one just to install it and just play that game. But yeah, there's supposedly some emulators out there to get the game running, but I'm an amateur when it comes to that.
I gotcha. Yeah, I really want to get it. I really want to get the Sharp 68000 set up. I wonder, is there an English translation for the PC98 version?
Supposedly there was one being worked on after the Saturn version was completed, but I don't know what has become of it.
I gotcha. Yeah, because I know they translated on the MSX, which I thought was pretty cool, but they didn't say anything about any other versions of it.
Yeah, the PlayStation version of Policenauts got translated first, then Saturn came along, and I heard that PC98 would be next, and then finally 3DO, but I haven't heard anything new.
Gotcha. You probably just leave the 3DO alone. Nobody plays that anyways.
Yeah, nobody cares about it.
throw it right in the trash can.
Yep.
Gotcha. This one's probably gonna be a little bit more. I would have to be a little bit more patient in this game than Snatcher because there's a lot more options to click on.
Yeah, you're actually dragging a mouse pointer around here.
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't have that carpal tunnel set in.
Yeah.
We'll see. Alrighty. I should increase the mouse speed, but that's gonna be for the next one. Built-in printer, though I disable the outgoing video. Probably for the best.
Yeah, I can already tell you're moving the mouse cursor a lot faster than what I do with the D-pad, so it looks like it's working better.
Yeah, I switched was a little bit faster, but we'll figure it out. That's my thoughts. Who leaves a message at a wrong number? Probably just nervous or whatever.
Yeah, and if you look around this room a lot, there are a lot of things you can observe and look at, which open up more story.
Gotcha. Let's look at this wedding photo. Did you say after we got engaged? Sadness.
My wife, Lorraine. No, that was a long time ago.
The Beyond. Wow.
She moved to Beyond and remarried after I blew it in the EMPS. She's someone else's wife now.
Yeah, I'm surprised. As much as I was thinking, wow, how rude of her, but it's like, well, people thought he was dead, so it's like, you know, you gotta learn to, you know, move on, I guess. That's a cool photo. Got the gun, of course.
I still wear my wedding ring.
Yeah, actually, this is actually the same gun, the Beretta 92F. This is the same one that the Stars use in Resident Evil. At least.
Oh yeah, it is. No kidding.
Yeah, same model too, 92F. Because they modified it so it would be the Samurai Edge, and that's actually a real gun in real life that you can actually buy.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, the thing about the way it shoots though is that the slide, if you hold it wrong, you can get your fingers caught in it, and it hurts like all hell.
Because of the recoil when you fire the gun?
No, the slide. Because the way you put your hand on the gun, if you put your thumb too close to the slide, sometimes your thumbs can get caught in that slide going back when it ejects the bullet.
No kidding.
So yeah, so you got to be very careful shooting that one because it's sort of like infamous called I think it's like slide finger or something like that. Because it was actually the standard issue for the military and some police officers.
Yeah, I've never fired one of those, so I wouldn't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting gun. It's pretty cool. I was always thinking of picking one up, but it's always like so pricey. Probably because this combination of being a pretty famous gun and just being sort of like in all these other games and stuff. That plus it's really collectible, I suppose, because it's all military based.
Yeah, that and gamers now know what it is, so they want it too.
Yeah. Just collect that now.
Yeah, so when I go buy it at a gun job, I'll just make the inventory noise.
Has your little face come up?
Yeah, my face profile with the EKG meter. It says fine.
I'd be on danger the entire time. Or poisoned. Oh, let's see.
Poison sucks in that game. Poison's just ugh.
Yeah. Can you actually die of poison? I never really figured that out or not.
I don't. You know what? I've never died from poison. I know it drains your health continuously, but I don't know if it can actually drain you to 0 hit points.
Interesting.
If somebody hears this in the stream, please comment and let us know. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, cause like I never really sucked that bad to where I die of poison, but you never know.
Oh, hold on a sec. More to cough out. There we go.
Gotcha. I'll probably mute your mic when you cough, so it's not gonna get caught on the stream.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll mute my mic and just get the crap out of my system. Yeah, who wants to listen to that?
Wow, people threatening them. I like how there's all these plot points, but none of them really come to fruition.
All those messages that are on his phone and whatnot.
I would have loved to hear what happened with that kidnapping case, but I'm pretty sure he kind of spelled it like, oh yeah, organs are gone from that kid.
Yeah, organ trafficking is a huge thing in this game.
It's also commonly referred to as the Oregon Trail. No? Lots of messages. Dang. Getting all these glitching numbers. I mean, I don't think that has any relevance, right?
Yeah, it's mostly just fun stuff you can listen to pass the time. I think there's one on there when you play it speeds up by mistake and it sounds like chipmunks.
Yeah, that was the one I just played.
Okay, yeah.
Randy letter. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm really cool looking at all this cool stuff. I think there's I'm trying to figure out what triggers it. Oh, I think it's opening the cabinet shows some more stuff. I remember you can open something and check stuff out, right?
I don't know if you can open the drawers because he says I don't feel like looking at files right now, but there are newspapers on the wall near the window if you haven't clicked on those yet, which shows Jonathan's accent as well as his friendship with Ed.
Right, oh yeah, here it is, the newspaper articles.
Yeah, right there. There you go.
Yeah.
And if you click on the newspaper, you can learn more of the details there.
Yeah, I remember I went through this when I first played it. It was pretty cool stuff. There's an article.
And if you haven't looked at it already, there is a model of Beyond Coast up on the desk shelf there. You can look at that too.
Yeah, I was looking at that. There's the one that Ed made for him. Didn't know you were so crafty. 20 years after the one after Beyond's completion. I like how it's in English too.
Yeah, I don't know if that was in English in the original game or if they translated that paper also.
It has to be because they didn't translate the other one.
Huh, that's interesting then.
Maybe it's like because it's like an English thing, like, and they Because it's like newspapers all over the world. Yeah, because this one's in Russian too. Man walks on Mars. Still many years later, but we're still not on Mars yet. Maybe it's for the best we're not there.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't think anybody would want to be stuck there.
Oh, and here's some fun trivia. Did you know that Jonathan and Ed are modeled after Riggs and Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon?
Yeah, I heard about that. I thought it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, they are. Who played by Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, respectively.
Mm-hmm. Probably changed a little bit with that hair. I don't think Mel Gibson had blue hair in Lethal Weapon, but I haven't watched that movie in years, so, you know, I could be wrong.
No, he definitely did not have blue hair.
Kind of figured. We use
reminds you of the Japanese anime Strong Bad Email. For some reason, I got blue hair. You gotta have blue hair.
Yep.
Then there's my mouth. Real tiny when it's closed, ridiculously huge when it's open.
Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how to trigger this next scene. I haven't played this in a while, and there's a lot to click on, so...
Yeah, there's a lot to look at here.
Trying to figure out how to trigger this.
There is another hidden movie reference in the game, but that would require a spoiler, so I'm going to hold back on that and tell you later.
Here we go, I triggered it.
Okay, good.
Also, by the way, this flashing isn't my capture card pooping out. It's just the color on the game.
Yeah, these are actual visual effects we're looking at. This isn't a video error.
Yeah.
Might be due to some street lights outside. Who knows?
Some weird lights. Why now?
And some neat little trivia. This up-close shot here you see of Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
In the PlayStation version, her hair was had more of a wave effect to it. In this up-close shot, her hair is more rounded in the Saturn version.
Huh. I wonder why.
Yeah, just a small little change that they made there.
Ask about her requests.
How's the stream on your end? Is everything okay over there? I'm getting a little bit of a delay here.
As in, it's like lagging up a bit.
Yeah. Is that happening to you too?
I'm getting poor internet connection right now. I don't know what's going on. It's like being finicky right now. It's on the red.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Jonathan's just standing there. He's just sitting there looking awkward.
Yeah, no, that's not him being awkward. It's just my internet connection's kind of not going well right now. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes the internet likes just to drop to 0 for some reason. Ask about her family. There's a kid named Karen. More about his kid. Karen's a news anchor and beyond. That's pretty cool. We'll definitely see more of her later on, so don't worry about that. Alright, let's talk about ourselves. Working as a private investigator for the past few years. Apparently old LA is really bad. I don't know where new LA is though.
I think it's just LA. I mean, I think it's the same city. I don't know what's new about it. Then again, maybe we'll learn what's new in 2040.
Probably a lot of cyberpunk. But I swear, if the future is in cyberpunk, I'm gonna be very annoyed.
Yeah. I mean, Blade Runner takes place in 2019. We didn't get that.
We got some time.
We still didn't get our hoverboards in 2015 and self-lacing shoes, like Back to the Future 2 promised.
Well, we did get them. They released some of them, and they released like special ones, but they're like hundreds of dollars. Alright, let's ask more about the situation.
Okay, looks like your connection's doing better now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sometimes the internet connection kind of poops out. Yeah, it's looking much better now.
Yeah, it looks a lot better here.
That was weird. Apologize about that. They look better on the recording. Man, she looks ancient in that photo, but this one, like right here, she looks fine. Not judging, it just kind of looks like, you know, it's just like kind of weird, you know?
Mm.
Maybe it just might be the lighting or whatever. I actually almost just reached for my actual mouse.
Your actual computer mouse?
Yeah, I was about to go, like, oh wait, no, that's not the right mouse. So I have two I have a two-tier desk, so I have, underneath it's my keyboard and mouse, and above it I'm using the Saturn mouse.
Hmm.
So underneath it, I try, sometimes I reach for the wrong mouse. It's kind of funny though, because I'm actually using my, using the mouse pad I got with the thing as my actual mouse pad, which is the Sakura Tyson mouse pad.
Oh, yes, okay.
Ask about Tokugawa. I'm trying to think. That also is a name for something else. I just can't remember. I think it might have been from Ghost in the Shell, but I could be wrong. Maybe I just played this so long. I might be thinking wrong. Then everyone moved out into space. He just keeps a lot of old stuff. How awkward. And she's like, yikes, you should probably take that off, son. But I guess maybe she can throw him a bone because it's been so many years, and he also was in space for 25 years and lost a lot of his life. At least he was found eventually.
Yep. Oh, and Joseph Tokugawa is actually based on Tokugawa Ieyasu, who was a real 17th century ruler of Japan.
Interesting. I did not know this.
Yeah, I didn't know it either. And the connection is made by the Tokugawa crest that you see in the game. That was the real Tokugawa's family crest.
Interesting. Speaking of that, I'll probably have to grab that book. Because I have the actual physical game. I might have to use that in a little bit.
Oh yeah, what, for the symbols?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have those memorized, which would be very useful.
Not off the top of my head. I know what Tokugawa looks like. I know what some of the other ones look like. But you know, you get a random solution each time you play the game. It's not always the same solution.
I'm gonna hit the save button just in case. Just in case. Never could be sure and if I accidentally hit the combo to erase everything. This is kind of weird. Wait. They haven't... He hasn't gone and seen her in 30 years? Like, I mean, he couldn't, like, visit her after he came back, whatever? I mean, that's kind of weird. Yeah, she kind of seems weird in general, but maybe that's just me. Trying to trigger more stuff. Trying to see how to trigger the other stuff. It's kind of like the a snatcher to a point where you're talking to people.
Yeah, point and click.
Gotcha. Yep, point and click adventure. Let's see. Let's ask about Beyond. Okay. I gotta get, because I remember you have to trigger to get the pills and stuff. Because I don't think we've gotten those samples yet.
Yeah, you got to look at those too.
Yeah, it's probably coming up with this. Oh, clues. There we go. Hopefully, he just sends us a chess piece and it says search the house. Like, what the hell? It's a shame Kojima never came out with more of these later on. I know the only real point-and-click games he came out was this and Snatcher. It's kind of a shame.
I wish he did more. I wish he did more of those.
Maybe he just became more enamored with the action adventure genre. Not to mention that once Metal Gear took off, they just wanted more and more Metal Gear games. Konami, that is.
Yeah, even with all the gold that Kojima created, they never treated him right.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm excited for Death Stranding though. I think we talked about it on the last stream though, that I'm super excited that they're coming out with that. I'm going to play that immediately. I think I pre-ordered that day one. Well, I also learned that Bloodstained Ritual of the Night's next week too.
Oh, is it next week?
Yeah, and I think yeah, next week, next Friday, I think.
No kidding.
Yeah, I put a pre-order in for PS4. I saw Kay's Facebook, and apparently he's running into a bunch of issues with the Kickstarter, where he ordered like the Wii U and the Xbox version, but they canceled the Wii U one. They gave him the Switch one, but apparently the Switch one's gonna have a lower frame rate versus the regular copy, and he's kind of annoyed by that, which I don't blame him. And apparently he hasn't gotten this T-shirt that they're supposed to give either. It's kind of a bummer. But yeah, I definitely don't do Kickstarters though. The last one I got that was canceled, I kind of dodged a bullet. They kickstarted the what was that game? There was that new SNES fighting game that's supposed to be by SNK and Capcom creators, and it was pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah, it was a pretty bad fighter. I'm glad I didn't kickstart it per se, but you know, the game definitely could have been better, for sure. For a second I thought that said Play-Doh, not Pluto.
Play-Doh, the stuff you play with that you're not supposed to eat, but you eat anyway.
I meant more of the philosopher, but that too. Get some Play-Doh going. Can you even deny the case?
I think you can choose that, but the game still proceeds as normal anyway.
I gotcha. Yeah, because I know in Ocarina of Time, there's a way that you can actually decline going on the adventure, and you can just stay in the Kokori Forest. Which I thought was kind of funny.
So what, the game just doesn't happen?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if there's a way to retrigger it, but I remember specifically doing that where I declined going on the adventure and staying a kid. And I literally he closed its mouth and it just stuck me there, so.
I would have done the same thing.
There's the way to glitch through the front entrance, so you could technically continue the game and beat it. But you know, you'd have to glitch it, which is wasn't really meant to happen, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
yeah, people will play glitch runs of that game. They finish the whole thing in like in 18 minutes or something.
Yeah, it's crazy because they actually do this massive. Actually, I don't think you'd be able to glitch that way because if they close off the Great Deku Tree, you can't do the skip that skips you all the way to Ganon after the first fight. Sadness. Oh yeah, it's a good anime stream, by the way. Just talking about, N64 stuff,
Yeah, sure.
The best Saturn stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, we get off topic sometimes, and new things come up, and there's nothing wrong with a little variety.
I gotcha. Yeah, I know you don't have the best relationship with the N64, right?
Yeah, we don't talk much.
Kind of figured.
I mean, when I have friends over, it can be a lot of fun, but myself and I, we're not very good roommates.
Fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting an EverDrive for it, but the fact that only about 20 games are really 20 to 30 games are like the heavy hitters are the most important to get is kind of like sad for that console. Even with the Saturn, it's kind of weird though, because terrorist man blowing up the car. I don't know why she's worried. She looks like much better in this photo than on the photo that she had. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm watching it in retrospect, like 10 seconds behind or so.
Alright. Got an adventure. Do I get my gun out, or...? Oh, he's shooting at me. Alright, let's try the shooting sections. Yeah, I'm gonna have to increase the sensitivity. This is like... How do I reload? Oh, I have to hit the button, shoot outside the screen. That's kind of annoying. I really wish there was a button to click. With the controller, there's a button you can click. But on the Saturn, I don't think you can with the mouse.
Did the snowmobile go by already?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's hiding behind the sign. You can see his feet.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, yeah, just shoot that and you'll trigger the shooting sequence again. How does it feel with the mouse, by the way, shooting?
I was saying that it's kind of... I need to increase the sensitivity on it, because it's like very, it's very, slow for me, in my opinion, but that might just be my view of it. I'll try to take it off the pad. It might be a little bit easier. I found it on the glass surface, it moves a little bit smoother. Alrighty, let's look down alleyway. Yeah, it's much easier on the smooth surface. I'm gonna untangle the mouse a little bit. There we go. Kind of hard to move it, but we'll keep going. Mailbox, Grit Club. Whoa. Interesting. I never seen that. I never seen that text thing about the transgender thing. That's interesting.
Yeah, you have to look for it or you'll miss it.
I just realized that I didn't even realize that I had the Windows cursor. I guess it kind of looks like it. Oh, he's got that white blood.
Yeah.
The white blood.
He's running artificial blood?
TM. I like the little star thing, it's like TM. Trademarked artificial blood. Huh, love the spray paint on there. Lovely graffiti going on.
Yeah, it just says fuck. Like, what?
I thought for a second it was like written in the blood when I first played it. Dumpster. Yeah, I always love the world building in this game. It's pretty amazing. We've got a lot of cool people in the chat. How's it going, people? Got 6 people watching, so that's pretty cool. Yep, we're just investigating, looking around for Mr. Evil Man, so...
In the original PC-98 version, this alleyway has a very dark green tone to it.
Really?
Yeah, instead of the faint orange glow that you're looking at here.
Huh. He's trying to look around, see how we can move. Let's see. Son of a bitch can't see a thing. 2. Alright. Okay, drum here. Oh, there we go. Got the drum. Dumb rat. Oh, shoot.
There you are!
That scared me. And that also scared me. Come on. That's really annoying. You have to like go all the way to the side of the screen to reload. I'm a frequent reloader, so it's like I had to go to next week to reload sometimes. But at least it's not like he's moving all around. He's just between these two doors.
Yeah, he just pops between the two like whack-a-mole. So if you hover your target near in between the doors back and forth, you should be good.
Yeah, I got it though.
Yeah, he's not gonna pop up somewhere else, and yeah.
Alright, let's move. Let's advance.
Yeah, I appreciate you talking it out so I can see what you're doing.
No problem. Yep. Uh-oh. Looks like there is now a message written in blood. It says, "I'll kill you." I wonder, was that in English in the PC-98 version or PC-88?
It's in English in all 4 versions.
Interesting.
Yep, no translation. It's in native English.
Nice.
You sick fuck! Is this some kind of game to you?
I wonder why it's not written in kanji, because I think the character that did it is Japanese, right?
Yes, he is.
I like how you remember what the text said.
Actually, no, I don't think he is Japanese. Sorry.
I thought he was, wasn't he? He was an American. I don't think he was American though.
No, he's not Japanese. Our assailant here.
I gotcha. Could have sworn, but
I mean, I'm not going to say who it is, but I know he's not Japanese.
Yeah, we won't spoil it for people that want to know, but I know who it is. I thought he was Japanese, but you know. We won't say who it is, but you could probably figure it out, though. That's all I'm gonna say. Get that blood. Why would he write that in... How do you have time to write that in his own blood? You'd have to, like, have a paintbrush.
Yeah, you gotta be a pretty fast writer to write that.
I can't even write in my own blood in regular speed. Yeah, that'd be kind of weird. I totally don't write my own blood, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. Oh man, that guy's leaking.
Needs an oil change.
I like how the text went from white to red in this cutscene on the dumpster that has fuck written on it.
Well, I've got a 10-second delay, so I gotta wait to see it. But
you'll see. But once the motorcycle starts up, I think you speed it up if you reset the stream.
Yeah, it is written in red instead of original white.
That's weird. I wonder. That's some weird continuity, but I guess maybe it's. I guess that kind of makes sense, I suppose. Let's save again, because I love saving. Luckily, this one won't get wiped because it's on the cartridge. So.
Oh, you're using a backup cart?
Yeah, I ain't risking it.
Very good, very good.
Actually, what I do is I do double, so I have it on the backup and on the internal memory just in case.
Okay, so I'm seeing Jonathan and Lorraine leaning against the wall here.
Yep.
In the PC98 version, there was no wall behind them. It was just the police lights and strobe lights behind them as Lorraine was giving Jonathan her last words.
I imagine it wasn't like it wasn't animated at all. It was like a still with text, right?
It was all done in real time. There were no videos in the PC98 version. Everything was rendered in real time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I noticed a lot with these cutscenes that I think they were actually transferred to composite, because you can see a rainbowing effect on a lot of the outlines, especially on Jonathan's jacket.
Are you using composite on your end?
No, I'm using RGB, but the video
Okay.
might. What I'm thinking, it might be rendered from a composite source.
Okay, that makes sense.
Laserdisc the same way, where on Laserdisc, also I like the American Space Lines. Kind of a parody on American Airlines, if you think.
Yeah, I think I'm in more sync of what you're doing right now because I'm seeing the stewardess talking.
Did you reset?
I did.
Yeah, it speeds it. It speeds it up a
Begin
little
to feel
bit.
Stick. Press the call button located by your window. Am I in sync with you now?
Yeah, you're like in sync. You're like right. You're like the band in sync. You know, bye bye bye. That in sync.
Oh God, don't make that comparison.
Hey, NSYNC's pretty good. Don't be hating. Justin Timberlake's got some good songs.
Yeah, I'm not an R&B guy.
I think that's more pop than R&B, but okay.
Yeah, I'm not a pop R&B. Not into it.
I think it's more hip hop than R&B, but it's cool. Man, this guy doesn't look evil at all.
Yeah, he doesn't look weird by any means. Now we got purple hair.
Mr. Purple, man. Got a cool tattoo. Not as cool as mine, but you know. Oh yeah, no, you're right. He is American. Tony Redwood. That's definitely a American name, or whatever nationality he is.
And let me give you some sad news. Kaneto Shiozawa is also the voice of Random Hajil in Snatcher, another Kojima game. Kaneto Shiozawa died in 2000 at the age of 46, falling down the stairs in his own home.
Wow, that's an awful way to go.
Yeah, he's gone. We don't have him anymore.
That's a sadness. That's how my great grandfather actually passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fell right down the stairs carrying laundry.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's awful. You don't want to go down that way.
And I think if I have my information correctly, when Mr. Shiozawa fell down the stairs, he was still conscious, and he's possibly quoted as saying, "Oh, don't worry, I'm fine."
I don't know. That's the weird thing, is that sometimes you can fall down the stairs and you think you're okay, and you know there's something like some brain hemorrhage or something, you know, that happens that causes issue.
Yeah, he
It's
was
really
46.
sad. Yeah, I always love this. Love the. I guess going back to a little bit more positive topic, I really love the world building and the backgrounds, like the amphibians. Back when we were called astronauts.
Yeah, but all the same, rest in peace, Kaneto. I hope you have a high seat up there.
Agreed. Yeah. One of the things that I thought was interesting is the Frozeners.
Yeah, which is like a sort of I guess a subhuman race in which they have to be genetically engineered from an embryo that is frozen, and then given birth through a surrogate mother. Yeah, just like what he's saying there.
Yeah. So I guess you can say that they actually made people GMOs. Which is kind of weird. I don't know. I'm always curious. I guess since we're on this, why don't we talk about some more moral dilemmas? What is your opinion on that genetic modification of humans? Because even in real life, that's becoming a thing.
Well, I don't know enough about genetic modifications to really have a solid opinion. But what I can theorize is, with genetic engineering, as powerful of a technology as it is, if we can use it, as long as we can use it responsibly, I think we can benefit greatly from it. But it
Yeah.
could kill us. It could kill us very quickly if we abuse it. It's a power that, in my opinion, we have to be very, very careful with.
Yeah, I agree. I think one of my biggest worries is like genetically engineering, like the perfect humans and being like I think that movie. You ever see that movie Gattaca?
I saw it once years ago.
Yeah, sort of like that, where it's there's like two different races and there's people it's sort of looked down upon to be born naturally. Where it's like prefer to be engineered. I think as long as it's used to like for like diseases and it's an optional thing, I think that's fine. But I think it'd be a great, in a way, it'd be a good way to eradicate like diseases and things that affects many people. But in a way, it's kind of like you're playing God in a way. It's a really interesting dilemma, and I think that's really interesting that you can go both ways on how you feel about it.
Yeah, I think whether someone says okay, yes to it or no to it, I can see their point on either side.
Exactly.
And there's also the controversy surrounding the genetic engineering of food, where some would argue that it's better to grow the food naturally. Well, I can agree with that for the most part. There's nothing wrong with organic food right out of the ground the way we were meant to grow it. But with genetic engineering, we can mathematically calculate how the food can be grown optimally and perfectly so that it is free of disease and infection and that it is safe to eat.
And not to mention, it also is a good way to be able to get food for people that are starving, people that don't have is well off in a way. That we can get that food grown more efficiently, that we don't have to worry about losing as many crops. But
if we're good, if we are good, if we can exercise responsibility with this technology, we can benefit from it greatly. But that's the test. We have to be responsible with it. We have to be careful with it. And if we're not, it's going to bite us back hard.
Gotcha.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair enough. I can't argue that. Sega Saturn Shiro, the #1 podcast for moral dilemma discussion.
Yeah, it is neat how this game can spark up topics like that.
It's very fascinating, and it's a that's why one of the reasons I love the game is also, sorry, tangent. I like how the news is called News Order, like New Order, like the band.
Yeah, and that's actually funny you say that because Kojima was originally going to call Snatcher the New Order. So that could be a little Easter egg out there for us to find.
Yeah, and actually, Kojima later on used New Order in the MGS5. And everyone knows he's a big music guy, so even the last trailer they had Apocalypta doing the music for Death Stranding.
Also, Karen Hojo, our news anchor, she has different outfits in the Saturn version than in the PlayStation version.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, her outfits are different in the PlayStation version. I think she changes them up in the Saturn version. And when we were on the newscast there, you notice how you saw the scan line effect?
Yeah.
You're a tube TV guy. You could probably answer me this question. Why would we see scan lines on a news report if a news report is running in 480i and not 240p? That would mean every line is occupied, isn't it?
In a way, there's still scan lines because the laser that goes across the screen, usually 480p, you get it, but you can still get faint scan lines on TVs. It's kind of hard to see sometimes, but it's definitely there. It's not a 240p only thing, but also there also might be a new technology in the future that takes advantage of that.
So lines are still there on the 480i.
Yeah, because there's always a gun that's scanning it across it, as faint as it could be.
Okay, yeah, that since I've come to be more familiar with tube technology, that starts to make me wonder whenever I would see post video effects, like watching a movie and you see security camera footage and there's always scan lines on the TV. I'm like, why are there lines? That's 480i. That's not 240p.
Yeah. Also, I'm not gonna do it, but in this scene you can actually if you click on the steward a certain way, you can actually feel her boobs, and I don't know why Kojima put that stuff in there. It super perplexes me. But you can use it just to talk to her.
Yeah, I remember mentioning this when we were playing Snatcher, that even his male coworkers gave Kojima scrutiny for doing that.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna be doing that because it's disgusting. But I was kind of just wanted to point that out in case anybody wanted to try it for whatever reason. I have no idea why you'd want to, but whatever. Unfortunately, I think there's scenes where you actually have to do something of that nature to progress the story, which kind of sucks.
One part. Yeah, there is one part where you do have to do that. There is some comedic effect to it, so I can give it that, but still.
It's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Let's take some drugs. Okay, yeah, okay, show. I'm not gonna go. I don't remember what triggers the interaction, but I'm just not gonna click the flirt button just in case.
I think if you flirt, you can talk to her, and like he'll start with the sexual gags and whatnot.
All right, let's let her go. I just want to interact with that and just to bring that up a little bit, but yeah, it's very interesting stuff.
There is an Easter egg that you can catch up on, that you can spot later if you, in fact, harass every girl you talk to.
Really?
There is, yes.
I like how Jonathan, when he looked at him, was like, he looks like a zombie. I agree. What's on his forehead? My tag, all for... That sucks. You gotta get tagged if you have that? Like, it's like, man... Kinda messed up. Alright, I'm trying to see...
Yeah, you can watch the TV again if you want, and Karen will give you a different news report.
Gotcha. Let's watch some TV again. Trying to figure out how to progress this. Also, I may or may not have grabbed the wrong mouse again.
Yep, so used to that computer mouse.
Well, I run two of them, so.
Yep, and this is the organ shortage story, which plays into the game by a huge amount.
They should have totally named it the Oregon Trail. Just my opinion.
The Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail, yes. Not the Oregon, the Oregon. Man, see, this is why we should still use CRTs in the future. I don't know why they aren't, but you know.
Well, aren't they an environmental hazard in the long run?
Listen, sacrifices need to be made. No, I'm just joking. No, I don't. I guess depending on if you dispose of it, because there's a lot of mess. As long as you properly recycle it, I can't see an issue with it though.
I mean, yeah, I've got a nice Toshiba that I use my MSX computer on, so I've still got a tube kicking around, so I have the option.
At one point, I actually had more. Right now, I actually have more tubes than LCDs. Cause like when I lived in my old house, I used the CRT as the main TV, the PVM. I was watching like anime and stuff on it all the time on my PS3. Just cause I want to like watch it in bed. But now, well, I still don't have a TV in my room. I just have but I don't have any PVMs in there. I just have my computer monitors but in the living room I have actual flat screen 4K TV. So I'm upgrading a little bit, just a little bit though.
Yeah. I don't have any pro monitors in my house.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't afford those things, and the small and the only size that I want is the 29-incher.
I gotcha. Oh yeah, I can go to sleep. I forgot about that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind eventually getting like a consumer grade one, and just converting it from component to or like SCART to component.
Yeah, I've got a shiny bow that does SCART the component.
I was thinking about that, so that way just get like a bigger, like a 29 or 36-inch TV and use it for like light gun games or just conventions and stuff.
Yeah, and that's actually how I was able to feed my game systems directly to the new sound system I have by using a SCART to component converter and just using the audio cables to go straight into the speakers.
Nice. Yeah, but as much as people, I clamor for the RGB monitors, and I have like ridiculous 800 line monitors. I still think it's pretty cool to have something big as well. I mean, as long as it looks as good as an arcade monitor and has that clarity, I don't really mind the scan lines. But some people kind of prefer that stuff, which I guess I can see. But I can't see myself paying $1,000+ for an RGB monitor.
Yeah, I can't see myself doing that either. Not to mention, if I want scan lines or not, I have a tube and I also have my flat screen.
Yeah, once I get a bigger place, I'll think about getting a bigger like Trinitron, like maybe like a 30-something, 30+ or 29. Using it for like an arcade monitor.
Yeah, there was a guy local to me who was getting rid of a bunch of his tube TVs, and he had a 32-inch Trini.
Nice.
Yeah, I couldn't take it though. I didn't have the muscle nor the room for it.
Yeah, it'd definitely be nice for like super gun stuff. Yeah, that's what I like about TVs, that they're still out there. A lot of people, think it's impossible to find CRTs now, or they need a PVM. But I'll be honest, it's not the end of the world playing on a non-PVM TV.
Yeah, because the important part is you're still able to play your games as long as they come on the screen and you can play them without issue. That's what counts most.
Yep. Alright, just sneeze, need to mute the mic. Alright, let's put in disc 2. Give me 1 second. Beautiful thing about the about having the what's that called? The Rhea, you can just hit the little button and switch the discs for you.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm using right now, is the Rhea to playlist. So, but it's really nice. I'm really enjoying the Rhea. It makes life so much easier and reduces a lot of the heat and the sound. Because right now there's no sound coming from my Saturn. There's nothing. It's amazing. As expensive as it is, and hard to find, I would recommend you guys get a Rhea, because it's definitely a game changer for the Saturn, especially with the games getting as costly as they are.
Yeah, I can't justify the cost of the originals anymore. I'm glad I bought them all when I did.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things that I get like a lot of heat for Saturn. It's like, oh, you run a Saturn podcast, but you don't collect. It's like, well, no, it's too expensive. I'd rather just play them on the Rhea and have more money for other consoles that I'm actually collecting that have a lot for, like the Dreamcast.
Yeah, that's part of the problem with keeping up appearances in this hobby. People expect money to be crawling out of your ass.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's still good deals to be found, but it's like, I don't know. I'd rather just play the games and not waste that time looking for them, I guess.
I am 100 with you on that. I would much rather you be playing the game and enjoying it than fussing trying to find a copy and then finding the funds to get it.
Exactly. So, like, my collection right now, mostly I collect for Dreamcast, GameCube, and SNES, and of course Neo Geo. But it's like I'm just glad I have, because right now my Dreamcast stuff, it's even though it's getting up there in price, I like have like I'm up to like 65 games, I think, and the only ones left to have are super duper heavy hitters. But for the most part, I got good deals on pretty much everything, so I'm close to getting what I want. And I kind of would rather collect for that than the Saturn, because it's like, I already collect for it and stuff. So
yeah. Whenever I get into a library, I go straight for the heavy hitters. I get those out of the way first.
Because you don't know if it's gonna go up or down.
Yeah, more or anything, it's gonna go up. And once you get the expensive stuff, it becomes much easier to collect because everything else is cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, before I even had a Sega CD, guess what game I had first?
Lunar. Or
No,
Snatcher. Snatcher, that's right, you were telling me.
Yeah, that was the first game I bought. And I didn't even have a Sega CD yet.
Yeah, no, I respect that. Whoa, okay.
Yeah, there's another story about illegal porn hitting the market.
I guess porn is banned in the future.
Yeah, that's not good.
Gotcha. You're making good time with us, though. I'm surprised how far we got. But I think we still got a lot left, though.
Yeah, we still got a whole game ahead of us.
And that's the beauty of it. Yeah, I think.
But yeah, when I was buying MSX games, guess what the first one I bought was?
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake. That was the first one I bought.
You made a good choice.
Yeah, I went straight for the heavy hitters, and I said, I'm not going to beat around the bush. If I'm going to buy an MSX computer, I want the best stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just super glad that the Mister actually has that MSX capability, because like I'd be able to enjoy it, like as close as I can to the hardware, and not spend an arm and a leg and have to debug it and recap it.
Yeah, I'm just happy that you're playing the games and enjoying them. I just like the original hardware because for me it adds more fun to the experience. But that's just me. I'm not gonna condemn anyone who refuses to spend hundreds of thousands on originals just because they want.
I will though. I'm gonna do that. No,
no,
no, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, no. That's the thing of the Mister is that I'm not a fan of emulation really much, but while I don't really like emulation, the Mister is like as close as you can get to the actual hardware, so it kind of doesn't really, and it's as accurate as it possibly can be. So it doesn't really hurt. It doesn't really hurt as much, in my opinion. Gotcha. So one cool thing that I don't think I brought up on here is that I didn't tell a story about how I actually met Dave, and that's through the Policenauts reproduction I worked on with him.
Oh yeah?
That English ones, because I really wanted it. So I put together a mock-up, and it looked trash when I did it. Like I got like the image scanned and everything, and Dave took an interest and helped me out in finalizing it. And he actually, for Christmas, he printed it out and sent it to me, and I was really happy. It's one of my favorite games, and I'm glad I was able to work on that with him. And hopefully we'll be able to get that out maybe December or something. It'd be a nice little Christmas thing, especially with Death Stranding coming out. We'll see though. I'll have to talk to him about that. Yeah, nothing's set in stone though, so don't take my word for it and annoy me and Dave. We don't know. It still needs some work left before we can actually release it or start selling them. So, but we'll see. I like how she's soliciting us for sex in a police station. Why? That doesn't make any sense. After like,
that's like the last place you should be doing it.
Yes. Also, I really noticed how everyone in the station's like an a-hole. I don't know why everyone's so rude.
Yeah, everybody in the station's a dickhead.
That's like, why? Get some security info going on. These cops are acting like he's an idiot. They don't realize he's been frozen for so many years. It's like, why? Like, calm down, dude.
Yeah, that curved lip that he's got.
Why does he gotta be so mean?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to make up for something he lost in life.
His career?
Yeah, probably.
You know, I guess maybe with the start, I forgot the advanced police does like most of the stuff here, right? The APs. They do most of the police work because they're more, I guess, expendable. As messed up as that sounds.
Yeah.
I never really understood this. Why they're frozeners, but why do they have white blood for? It's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
I don't know why the blood is white. I don't know if the game elaborates on that.
Gotcha. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's somebody that might be familiar that's coming up, which I'll go into once I'm done talking to this guy. Gotcha. Well, let's go visit Vice then. Jeez, so mean. Oh, I forgot to change the title of this. Sorry about that. I actually the title was still Snatcher on Mega CD, Sega Mega CD, and I don't think that's what we're playing.
No, we have not been playing that.
What's the message? Wow. So rude. What is with this guy?
I'm not your secretary. Do it yourself, you prick.
Wow. Did you read that as it came up, or did you just remember that?
No, I just remembered it.
I got like, dang, it's really caught up, isn't it?
Well, I would have said the same thing.
Yep. Oh, that's weird. I wonder who that lady looks familiar in that corner.
Yeah, this is where they make a story error.
Eating a hamburger. At least 6 feet. Was Meryl that tall in Metal Gear? I can't remember.
I don't remember her height in Metal Gear Solid. Is it specified?
I don't remember. It's been quite a while. Let's wake Mr. Eddie up. I'd have to assume she's that tall in Metal Gear at least. Huh. I really want his jacket. Looks very vintage.
Oh, who's Jonathan's or Ed's?
Jonathan's. Ed's, I could get Ed's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you see, like, look on his tie by the black and the white on his shirt, you can notice that there's some rainbowing effect on there.
Because it's from a composite source, right?
Yeah, that's what's kind of interesting, that sometimes the composite does that. Also,
Yeah,
did his tie just change color to red, or is that always black? And was I missing something?
His tie is red, from what I'm seeing here.
It looked black when it first came up. Maybe it's just a reflection.
That damn color bleeding.
Kind of a shame it's so blurred up. I really wish they would release it with a higher quality source. I would have loved to see this in like remastered for like DVD or something. But more than likely those cells are like long gone.
Yeah, I'm not confident that they still exist. I mean, I hope they do, but...
I wonder if they have any for sale. I'd love to buy some if they have any. Would you be able to search that up real quick to see if there's any Policenauts animation cells?
Let me type it in and see what happens.
I knew it was the young Ed. This is the old Ed. You'd think he'd visit the people when they came back. They'd want to visit him.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is best Policenauts images, the Wikipedia page for the game, the official visual data book that was issued.
There's nothing like on eBay for sale, like Policenauts animation cells.
The only thing I'm seeing is the visual data book for $92 on eBay. But are you searching now?
I tried to. I didn't see anything. Also, fun fact: I have that same exact tattoo that Meryl has in that same place too.
On your left arm?
Yep, left arm, halfway down the arm, or like a quarter way almost.
No kidding. Nice.
That's why I got it. I love Metal Gear and Policenauts, and I had to represent.
Yeah, if it was me, I just have a T-shirt.
That also works. I don't know. I always It's one of those things I've loved for so many years. Like, why not? Plus, I want to get a tattoo, so it makes you cooler. Not really, but you know, I like to pretend it does. Oh yeah, it's like that hand the handshake in Predator.
I don't remember Predator enough to remember the handshake.
It was like I forgot what the guy's name was. It's like, you know that muscle meme where it's like the two guys shaking hands with very muscular hands.
I don't recall it. I have to watch the movie again.
It's like that, but it's really interesting, really funny. But yeah, no. The one thing I can never figure out is if the tattoo has the text or not, because it doesn't have it on there, and it looks like it has that cutoff from where the name of the Fox unit and the and that loading screen for Solid Snake is. But I can't make it out from this distance. It's way too blurry.
Yeah, the game just mentioned that Meryl took part in the fall of Zanzibar Land, which took place in Metal Gear 2. Meryl is not in that game.
Well, for what we know. Maybe they replaced her. Maybe she's supposed to be a stand-in for was the other female character in that game?
Natasha Markova?
Yeah, maybe we're supposed to like replace her in a way.
Well, Natasha died in Metal Gear 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
spoilers.
She didn't make it out.
I'm just joking. It's not a big deal. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. The tattoos to paint on it lasts for half a year and she's a woman? I don't get it.
Sorry. Sudden cough there. Yeah, like in Metal Gear Solid on PS1, it was a paint tattoo. It wasn't real.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, she says that during one of the cutscenes when you're talking to her in the bathroom.
It's been a while since I played that, so... Well, it looks like I messed up. I should have got a paint tattoo instead I got a permanent tattoo. Well, time to get the cheese grater. I like the reference he hasn't had a game over yet. That's kind of funny. Bikes in combat. That's a shame that she can't ride bikes in outer space, but I guess that makes sense. You don't want to kind of pollute the atmosphere in a enclosed atmosphere, I guess.
Hmm.
Living in space would be kind of fun, though. Yeah, but from what I understand is that a lot of the APs do most of the work, right?
Yes, they do most of the police work.
Gotcha. That's kind of a shame. Kind of makes the other police like useless in comparison, I guess. But I guess that's why they're sitting around in a thing catching Johns versus fighting actual crime. Give me that maximum hamburger. Zero G meal? It's just like different sizes, like, you know, the Happy Meal, the super size. Let's talk to Mr. Davy. Man, I really hope E3 they announce, oh, Policenauts and Snatcher, remaster.
Yeah, you don't hold your breath for that.
Yeah, please don't remind me. But no, like they announced so many remasters at E3. Like last week they announced remaster of Destroy All Humans, remaster of Grandia 1 and 2, which we forgot to talk about that. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that. I don't really pay attention to it. I'm not the biggest Grandia fan.
Gotcha. That's gonna be pretty cool though. They're gonna have the first and second one remastered for the PC and Switch.
I mean, that's cool that that's cool that it's happening for fans that love it. It's just I never caught up with it. I never finished the first game. I wasn't a fan.
I gotcha. Yeah, but like I said, they had a bunch of remaster of that. They had a remaster of what was the other game? Nino Kune for the PS3, and like they even announced a remaster of SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom, which is like okay.
What the?
I don't.
Yeah, nothing I'm waiting in line for.
Yeah, interesting stuff. So, I'm hoping E3 that we get some cool Sega news. But we'll see. Hey, maybe with this Grandia 1 and 2 that can lead to, Lunar 1 and 2. That'd be really neat.
I'd really like to see a true Alundra sequel. Not the garbage that begun on PS1.
You didn't like Alundra on PS1?
I love Alundra on PS1, but then we got a really bad sequel, Alundra 2, which I don't even acknowledge. I'd like a real faithful sequel, like done right.
I was wondering why that game was so inexpensive, Alundra 2.
Yeah, because nobody wants it.
Yeah, I actually got that recently on the PS1. I'm really excited to play that.
Yeah, I've been playing it over on Morgan Patrick's page.
Oh, nice. Why don't we go plug that?
When I go what?
Why don't we plug that real quick?
You mean link to it?
No, like plug it. Like you tell them, like, oh, we're gonna play this game over on that page. So, like, you're gonna be playing Alundra on this Shining Force Final Fantasy.
Shining Final Fantasy Force, yes.
Final Fantasy Force. Okay. What time are you gonna be playing that at?
I'm gonna be playing that a little bit after 5 o'clock, assuming you're gonna do the 2-hour run here.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I have to eat some dinner. So I think I'm gonna do hour 30 and then we're gonna call it. So about 7 minutes.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, usually like to go 2 hours, I think.
I gotcha. That's fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Usually.
Yeah. Here we are. We're finally here meeting Dr. Victor, who's a favorite character of mine.
Nice. What makes him your favorite?
I like his attitude. I like how he's got that old spunk to him. There you are. I just got finished analyzing the pills. Take a look.
I like that robot face thing. It looks like Zordon almost. Like there's that face thing.
Yeah. The face is completely different looking in the PC98 version. It's rendered with a regular human skin tone, and the eyes are filled in. I think they're blue eyes. Where here it just looks like a generic robotic face.
Very creepy. I don't know why they gave it face, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You'd think they.
You can actually ask Victor about the blood on his jacket, and he'll tell you, yes, some of it's from some patients, some from others. There's a little bit of everything on there.
You'd think he'd wash it, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
And Kohei Miyauchi, who voiced him, passed away in 1995 from abdominal varices. He was 65 years old.
So this is like the last thing he probably worked on then, right?
This was one of the last things, yes. In fact, I think he was the only cast member who did not return to voice new dialogue for the 3DO version when they wrote in new dialogue that was not present in the PC98 version. They brought back all the original voice cast to record the new dialogue, and I think he was the only character or the only actor that did not come back because he passed away.
Wait, I didn't know they had voice work in the PC98 version or the PC88 version.
Yeah, the original PC98 version was voiced also.
Oh, I did not know that.
It is, yes. So when the console versions were being worked on, they wrote in new dialogue that the original PC98 version did not have, so they brought back the original cast in to record the new dialogue.
I see. So this is all the original dialogue from the PC98 version in that case, and that's it.
It is, and as far as I know, Kohei Miyauchi did not return.
That's sad. That's because he passed away, right?
He passed away in 1995. Yes, he was 65.
Yeah, and this came out in '96, so that really sucks.
Yeah.
Oh man, so much death in this game.
I think everyone else is still living though. Jonathan is still around. The guy who voiced Ed is still around. He's in his 80s though. The guy who voiced Ed Brown.
Wow, really?
Yeah, he's still working. Kikuko Inoue, who voiced Karen, she's still working. She's still around.
Jeez, I'm surprised you know all these voice actors. I can't even remember one of them. You know, like all of them.
Well, I got to learn who Kikuko Inoue is also because she voiced Jamie in Snatcher.
Wow, that's a lot of crossover.
Yeah, both her and Kaneto Shiozawa, who voiced Tony. He also voiced, like I said earlier, he voiced Random Hajil also in the PC Engine version.
Nice. Is there any other crossover like from Metal Gear?
Not that I'm aware of. I know that there's a large Japanese voice cast for the Metal Gear games, but I don't know any of the names from the Japanese versions of Metal Gear.
Huh. I gotcha. Yeah, because I know the Metal Gear guys, they voice a bunch of other characters, and they sort of cross over into other Kojima stuff. But I wasn't sure if Policenauts and Snatcher were the same way.
Yeah, and if you look on the back of the box of the original PC-98 version of Policenauts, you will actually see a photograph of all of the voice actors in the studio reading the script.
Really, that's interesting.
Yeah, you can also find photographs of the voice cast for Snatcher in the manual to the PC Engine version of Snatcher.
Wow. How expensive is the PC Engine version of Snatcher?
Like $20-$30.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pennies across the pond.
And I'd really like to get... I kind of really want to get a US Snatcher, but I don't know if it's really... Like, I kind of joke was like, I know I love Policenauts and I love Kojima, but it's like, I don't know. It's like,
Well, you got to answer yourself that question. Do you really want to do it? Do you love the game enough that you want an actual physical copy in your hands? You got to answer yourself that question.
Well, I mean, I got a physical copy of a tattoo on my arm, so I can't really see, myself, you know, I guess once I go that far, you know, I don't really see getting a $500 game would really be beyond the realm of impossibility.
Yeah, you have to want to do it. You got to answer that question for yourself first before you make a decision.
I think I'll do it the next con. It'll be my one buy. But like, you know what? I'll find a Snatcher, verify it's real. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Patrick, if you decide to go for it, you'll be happy that you did it because you're a fan like I am.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a huge Snatcher fan. That game's amazing.
Yeah, you'll be happy you did it then. If you bring yourself to do it, you just have to want to do it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get some of those Sega CD games. Like I just picked up Lunar 1. I really want to get the second one, Pop Full Mail. Probably never gonna get Kaio Flying Squadron because that's $1,000 and that's ridiculous.
I bought it for $120 in 2010.
Dang, I regret.
Yeah, I did not expect it to fly up to $1,400.
Oh wow, it's $1,400 now.
So yeah, I've seen it sell for that much. I don't know if it's still peaking at that, but I've seen it peak at that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not worth the price of admission to play it.
Yeah, I think I'd keep it as a burnt one. To be honest, I really suck at it anyways. Oh, did you hear about that? You own a PC Engine, right?
I do. I actually have an American Turbo Duo, but yes, I can play PC Engine CD games.
Were you able to you check out that new game that they're releasing, FX Unit Yuki, or I guess what they released?
I didn't hear a thing about it. What is it?
It's a really cool it's a cool game for the PC the PC Engine CD. It's essentially a platformer that's in that vein. It's all inspired by it. It's really cool. The guys that do it go to Game On Expo in Arizona here all the time, and I've been waiting for so long for the Dreamcast copy because I do not own a PC Engine CD. But they actually
Is it English?
Yes, it's an English game. It's a US game. It's like this cool pixelated art. It's called FX Unit Yuki, YUKI. It's on Facebook. I can show you guys later on, but it's a really cool game. And
Is it an RPG or is it a
it's a
platformer? Or
platformer.
what?
It's like Mega Man mixed with I guess Mega Man mixed with like Bonk and stuff. It's like a throwback to the classic PC Engine games and things of that nature. But they just dropped the Dreamcast version. I put an order in for it because I do not have a PC Engine, and I don't think I'm gonna be, or PC Engine CD. I don't think I'm gonna be getting one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Man, the mouse makes this game a lot interesting to play. Like I'm just scrolling down. There's nothing in my hand. I have one hand free, so it's like, I do wish I had a keyboard or something. Oh geez, well this is creepy. The fact that they use past astronauts to use for the Frozeners. That's a bit creepy.
Almost sounds like inbreeding.
I don't know how that's even ethnical in a way. I couldn't see that being ethical in any sense of the word. Kind of messed up if you don't mind me asking. Wow. It's a really, man, I love this world building in this game. I know I'm probably skipping through it pretty fast, but it's like, you know, I just love it. It's like, you know, you're getting into the universe. Like, I feel like I'm on this adventure with you, Chaz. We're just sitting here trying to figure out who murdered who.
Right. So which one of us is Jonathan and who's Ed?
I'll let you be Jonathan. I'll be Ed.
Right, so you'll be hitting on all the girls and I'll be telling you to knock it off?
No, I said I'd be Ed and you'd be Jonathan.
Oh, okay. So I'll hit on all the girls and you tell me to knock it off.
Pretty much. Gotcha. Let's walk away. I think we can see Tony. I think this is when Tony grabs us. Oh, there he is. You can go talk to him. Hey, I know that guy. Hey, Tone!
Yeah, this is where he goes full prick on you.
Yeah, why does he become so rude all of a sudden?
I don't know why he does that.
Maybe he realizes who you are and like is really salty at you for some reason. Or maybe you farted on the flight with him, so maybe he's pretty angry at you.
You farted on the flight with him?
It's like, god damn it, he keeps farting. I'm trying to enjoy my flight, and this dumb Policenauts man is farting.
Maybe it was while you were sleeping. Yeah, I'll wake you up if something happens.
Grade A jokes. The classiest of streams.
Police farts.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there. Cut that. Hold the ripcord on that. I like how this guy legit is a bomb and is playing games in here. I can't remember. Wasn't it like blue? It was blue because it was like they think it's red.
Yeah, Jonathan thinks it's red.
Yeah, it's blue.
It's actually blue that you cut.
Yeah. It's like a trick. It's like they think you're gonna do red, but it's really blue. This guy's kind of a psycho, but okay. I like his armor though, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I wonder if it's as heavy as it looks.
Probably, but he's also bioengineered human, so it probably is nothing for him. Wow, what a douche.
Yeah, he gets pretty shitty real quickly.
I don't have time to talk to anyone outside AP. That includes you, Ed. Wow. Why is he acting? I wonder what his real personality is then. Does he like have a work personality? It's like, alright, gonna put on my coat, my work personality, my a-hole personality.
Yeah, I know.
Like maybe he's a cool guy out of work, like playing basketball and stuff and cool. You know. Why is he being so rude? Such a meanie pants. That's cute, real cute. Christian, as they say, right? What is wrong with this guy? Wow. I wonder if this got localized if they'd add this language in here.
I believe the language may have been there already.
Dropping the F-bombs left and right. I mean, we saw him have fuck on that dumpster, so I guess it really wasn't a big deal. Man, I really wish that, as much as unlikely this would be, I really want this to be localized. This is such a good game. At least
Yeah.
on like a smartphone or something would be kind of fun. As blasphemous as that might sound.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have it on a TV with a controller in my hand.
Hey, that's fair enough too. The Switch would be kind of nice too. I like portable and stuff, but you know, is what it is, I suppose. Everything's artificial on this guy. Is he real at all? This guy ain't real in the slightest. He fake. Alright, well I think after this cutscene we'll save and we'll call it for this session. Let's wait for this to end. Lots of cutscene ends like cutscene lasts another hour.
Let me refresh here.
Refresh. Alright, let's go save. See right there. Alright guys, thank you for joining us for the stream. We'll continue this later. I don't think the battery will die. Let's knock on wood on that one.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, we will go back to the Snatcher. I'll get like a cartridge save so that way we can redo that, and I'll probably play until we get back to the part we start on, and then we'll continue. But for watching, did you have any words before we head out, Chaz?
No, not really. I'm just glad that we were able to get around to doing this. I can't wait to get to my favorite parts of the game.
Alright, sounds good, guys. Have a good night. And remember, you must play Sega Saturn.
All right, have a good night, everybody.